Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous videos, we have discussed about range and we have discussed also about enumerator and how we can use these methods in for loop. In this video, we will discuss about one more method which is of zip and how we can use this zip in for loop. So let us first of all understand the requirement and then we will understand how we can use this zip to resolve that requirement to handle that requirement. So let us say I have a list which is of names list. In my names list, I have different names. Let's say Mahesh, and let's say I am having Suresh, and I am also having the name as Rajesh. So these are all the different names that I am having, and I am also having one more list which is of ages. Let's say I am having the age of 21, 22, and 23. 23. So these are the two lists that I am having. One is age list and another one is names list and another one is age list. So I wanted to access both of these lists and perform some operations, some actions in both of these lists. By using single for loop, we generally cannot able to do this. But by using a special method or a special built-in function which is zip, we can use that zip to actually get all of two of these two lists and perform any kind of an operations. How that works? Let us go ahead and see. So for that, I am using for loop. I wanted to access name and age. So I am mentioning name and I'm also mentioning age here. So from where I wanted to get is I wanted to get from names and ages. So I wanted to combine these two lists. So because of that reason, I am using zip function. So I am mentioning names and I am mentioning ages. So by using this zip function, we can combine these two lists. Not only two, you can combine any number of iterables. You can pass those number of iterables to this zip and you can actually get each and every elements one after the other. So let's go ahead and see how this works. I'm just printing name, age. So I'm getting Mahesh 21, Suresh 22, Rajesh 23. Let us make this more meaningful. So so for that I'm using f string here. So is I'm mentioning name here and age is I am mentioning age here. If I execute this, I am getting name is Mahesh and age is 21, name is Suresh, age is 22, name is Rajesh, age is 23. Like this, I am getting. So by this, you can able to understand by using this zip function, we can actually get these number of iterables and we can get based on the position here. First of all, I am getting Mahesh and I am also getting 21 at a time. Mahesh and 21 I am getting at a time in single loop and Suresh and 22 getting at a time. I am getting Suresh and 22 here and I am getting Rajesh and 23 in a single attempt itself and I am getting this kind of thing. So I hope you have understood this particular thing. If you are not understood so clearly, I will explain in some other way. So I am taking this zip function here and I am just printing here. If I print, I will get object. So I don't want this object. We will discuss how these objects are works in object oriented programming. Let us not worry much about that now itself. So I want only the value. So because of that reason, I am just passing this zip function into list. So I am converting this into list. So if you see carefully see here, I am getting Mahesh 21, Suresh 22, Rajesh 22 as tuples. So how we are getting from this based on the position, it is first position or first index. In the zeroth index, I am having Mahesh 21. So it was combined as a tuple and having Mahesh and 21. In the second index, in the first index, I am having Suresh and 22. It was combined Suresh and 22 as a single tuple. Later, it was combined Rajesh and 23 as a single tuple. So as and when we are using this for loop, we are unpacking these elements. So we are unpacking Mahesh and 21 two different values. I am then we are doing some operation here. So that is how we are actually using this zip function to get this kind of a result. So I hope you have understood this clearly. we have taken these values with equal length. In the names list we have three elements. In the ages list also we have three elements. So what if we have different sizes, different lengths? What I'm talking about is this: in some ages, in ages list I don't have three, I am having only one element. In such case, how this works? Let us take the same code here and let me paste here. If I execute this, I am getting only one entry, which is Mahesh age is 21. Why? Because we don't have the remaining two elements that satisfies, that matches with these indexes, with these values. Because of that reason, I am getting only one value here. So if you want to access all these elements irrespective of their lengths, we will be using one more method, which is zip longest. Zip longest. This zip longest we cannot directly access as we can access through this zip. So this is present in a module called Iterables. Let us not worry about these modules now itself. We will discuss in the later part. So I am importing this Iterables, the zip function from Iterables. From Iterables, I am importing zip longest. So I will take the same example and I will replace zip with zip longest. So I am having zip here. I will replace with zip longest. So if I execute this, I can able to get the names here, and but the ages, we don't have ages in this list. Because of that reason we are getting as nuns. So that is how this zip longest works. I hope you have understood this as well. So when we have collections with different lengths, different values, at that time we will get only values which can match with both of this list by using plain zip. But if we want to access all of the elements irrespective of their lengths, we can use zip longest, which is present in a module called Iterables. If you have understood clearly so far, you can go ahead and learn further more things. But if you wanted to understand this zip function with different sequences, different collections we are having in Python, so come with me. I will explain how we can use this zip with the different collections. So let us go ahead and understand how we can use this zip with different collections. So first, I will take the example. I will consider with strings, and in my string, I will consider two strings, and the first string I am considering is like, and the second string I am considering is subscribe. Subscribe. So now what I wanted to do is that I wanted to iterate through these two elements. So because of that reason, I am using this same code here, and I will mention S1 and S2, and I will be mentioned only, I want only zip function. So because of that reason, I am replaced with zip. So let us remove this and let us write from our own. So for S1 comma S2 in zip of string 1 comma string 2. So from this I wanted to print first element S1 and S2. So I am using f string here. First character from first string is, I am mentioning S1 here, and second character from second string is, I am mentioning S2 here. If I execute this, I can able to see character from first list is this one. I am getting all of these values like, and characters from second string subs, because we don't have the matching strings in the neck in the first string. Because of that reason we are getting only four values here. If you wanted to access all these values, you can actually mention zip longest here. So if I mention zip longest, I can able to see all these results. So here I am just replaced. I am getting none values, and the remaining values I am able to get. So let's go ahead and understand this with the tuples. So to understand with tuples, I am taking the same example here, and I will convert this list to tuple. So to save some time, so I am taking this list to tuple, converting this list to tuple by mentioning parentheses here, because tuples are represented with parentheses. Because of that reason, I am replacing with square braces to parentheses. And for name, comma, age in zip of names, comma, ages. I will just print name and ages, no big deal. Name and age, so I can able to get something like this. So even though it will work with this names, with these tuples also, to illustrate only I am explaining this. So let us consider with strings, not with strings but with sets. We have unordered collection set, right? So we will consider with sets also. Let us see what we will be getting. So I will take the same code here, because we have the same variable names. If I execute this, I can able to get the same answer. And we will go ahead with understand with dictionaries. So I am having dict1 is equal to, I am taking 1 as key and value as 1, and I am taking 2 as key and value as 2. And let me take one more dictionary 2, which is of 3, which could be 3, and I will take 4 as key and 4 as value. So if I use the zip function to get all these things, d1 and d2, I want to get d1 and d2 in dict1, comma, dict2. If I execute this by mentioning print d1 comma d2, what I will be getting is I am getting 2 3 2 4. This is what I am getting. One is 1 3 2 4. Here I am getting the keys as 1 3, which are having in the first position. I am getting 2 4, which are having in the second position. By using this, I am only getting the keys. If you want values, you know what to do. You have to mention values here. Values, you have to call the method values, and you also need to call here also. So by this you can actually get the values 1 3 and 2 4. If you want key value pairs, you need to call items. Here also you need to call items. So you can actually get this key value pairs 1 1 2 2 as 1 1 3 3 as first result, and 2244 as the second result. I hope you have understood how you can use this zip function, and by using this zip function you can actually iterate through more number of iterables and get as a single result. So we have discussed with lists and strings, and we have discussed with the list and how we can able to access the elements when we have the iterables with different sizes. And if you wanted to access all the elements inside of these iterables, though the size is different, we can use gif longest. And going ahead, we have understood with strings, tuples, sets, and dictionary. I hope you have found this video interesting, and I hope you have understood all the concepts explained in this video. If that is true, hit the like button and subscribe for more this kind of videos. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.